Hey everyone, hope you are well. Welcome to another video by me, Beyond Astro K. Today, guys, I'm bringing you a new video, which is the new moon in Scorpio, which is on the 13th of November 2023 at 20 to 21 degrees of Scorpio. This will definitely affect the water signs, Cancer and Pisces, who are veering towards like the last degrees of the sign. If you are earth sign, it was going to trine you, especially it's going to oppose Taurus, but it will trine Capricorn and Virgo. The air signs won't feel it too much, but if you're a fixed sign, if you are Scorpio, of course, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo, you're going to be really feeling this, okay? Especially at the last degrees. So, what can we expect from this new moon? Well, this new moon, we've got the sun, moon, and Mars all conjunct. We've got the conjunct in this new moon, which gives us a really strong, heavy dose of energy, vitality, drive, determination, a push. Because it's a sign of Scorpio, which is traditionally ruled by Mars, but it's Pluto. This energy, I feel, can feel very intense, extremely passionate. It can be volatile. It can also feel like, we have like a determination, but also stubbornness to not take no for an answer. And this can go across the board because Scorpion energy is about sex, death, rebirth, other people's finances, also to do with psychological issues, definitely sexual. And may I add, it's also to do with inheritances as well. So these themes are going to be very highlighted. And when you combine the energies of the moon and Mars, if there's any stone unturned with any of these themes of Scorpio, it's going to be very intense. So if you owe someone money or someone owes you money, try know that's going to be played out. If there's something going wrong in terms of an inheritance, taxes, it's going to be like gong ho, okay? And also there can be revenge on this side as well. Like if you're not getting it's not about getting what you want, but getting everyone has a limit. Everyone has a, what's the word I'm thinking? Everyone has a, if you're owed something basically and people are taking the mick, you're going to go for it. You're not, even if you are one of those meek people who, oh, I just don't want to rock the boat, or it's just like, no, I'm not doing, no, this is what's going to happen, and this is what's going to happen right now. So, yes. So I feel that this is a brand new time to be showing strength and determination. And, of course, we all can get challenges, but it's how we transform ourselves and come out of it. This is what this new moon is showing us. Of course, Mars rules fitness, so that can be one of the themes that a lot of us may be doing. Like, if we can get very emotional, we can get very tangled up within our emotions. Not really sentimental, I'll say like extremely emotional. And we're going to need an outlet. So doing any type of workout will really help us. Obviously, we should also try not to go too over the top, but also our passions and our desires are going to be very strong. So I feel that's really great as well. It can make us be just very much more fearless. On the other hand, it does oppose Uranus in Taurus. And what this can bring is instability, because on one hand, we're just very driven, very focused. But on the other hand, it's like, okay, this is where I want to go. This is what's going to happen, controlling. But then because Uranus in Taurus is there, It's like, no, this is going to happen instead. So it can cause us to feel a little bit unsettled. Remember, Uranus is also to do with, because it's ruled by Aquarius, there can be themes of protest, humanitarianism work. But because it's in Taurus as well, the money definitely could be involved, like banking and agriculture, fashion. Because we may want to look a certain way under this new moon, and after then Uranus is like, no, we're going to look like this instead. Or we may want to, I don't know, flirt with someone or have an intention to get with someone, and it's just like you just say something off the cuff, and it's just really embarrassing. Or we have like a plan or a destination, and it just goes a different way. I feel with this, that's why it does bring disruption. But on the other hand, Uranus in Taurus, opposing this, it can make us see that sometimes, even though we have a plan, a strategic plan, when it doesn't work out that way or something sudden happens, that's because we need to always have a plan B and not stick to plan A. Remember, these are fixed energies. And when you have fixed energies, it's they don't like change at all. Okay, that's why Uranus is very uncomfortable in Taurus. It's lots of digging of the heels. So with this energy, there can be definitely some digging of the heels, but it's just like change is gonna come anyway, and we can see on a global scale. Remember, the moon is ruled by the people. Okay. So we can see there can be a lot of arguments, a lot of craziness basically happening. Okay. So yeah, we have to sort of tread carefully as well. When we come to the cards for this new moon in Scorpio, they're actually Scorpionic cards. They are, I'm going to say, yeah, it's Pluto actually. It's not the devil card. It's the death card. Which is, like I said, it's a Scorpionic card. And of course it does make us feel like, okay, what else is new? What else is going to be happening? But also, what are we, because the death card traditionally is about us holding on, not willing to let go. And I feel that with this Scorpio new moon, with this card, it's that there's something I'm feeling, and I think it's general anyway. There's something that is bubbling under the surface, yeah, that is like unwilling to change. That is, on one hand, I'll say, because yeah, the other card for this as well is the Judgment card, which is actually a Scorpionic card. And so when we talk about the death card for this, on one hand, like I said before, is that there does feel like there's something bubbling, and there's something that is unwilling to change, even let go. But regardless what's going to happen, it's going to happen. Okay? And that's general. But then we have the Judgment card, which is about being free of restrictions, and it's about spirituality. It's definitely about an awakening. And if you put these two together, it's like, okay, this is what's going to happen. I know this is supposed to happen, and it's bubbling. There's filled lots of restrictions, but I know that something needs to change, but there's an unwillingness to change. After then the Judgment card comes, it's like, oh, I thought that if this didn't happen, then this wouldn't happen. And, I didn't know that I could be like awakened to all of the madness. And, it feels more like a relief of what needed to happen. Okay. Even though I was feeling very stubborn, or I, shut people down, or I was digging in my heels. Okay, this is how it's gonna be. Okay, so I do feel these cards, it is bringing an element of huge stubbornness, but huge an element of surprise. When we get to the oracle cards, I've picked out 3 oracle cards for this. And the first oracle card we have is It's a No. And it's also the Tower card. This is number 16, which in Taurus is tarot. So when it says it's a no, that means that the course that we're sort of like veering towards, or the course that we believe, or anything that we feel that's going to be the not like the right thing, but the things that we believe will stay the course, or it's going to happen. And this card is saying, oh no, there's going to be changes that's going to be happening. I've said this in the beginning when I spoke about this, guys. The Tower card, it's a no Tower card. It can bring like sudden shocks and surprises, and the fact that we've got Uranus involved as well. I feel that some of us, not saying you mustn't, but just being aware that in life, this is what happens. And I think that we all forget it, even me, myself. Sometimes you plan for something and you believe it's going to happen. There's nothing wrong in that. But then something else happens and it's just like, why? And it feels like it's the worst thing in our life. And only afterwards we feel, actually, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. That's what this card is saying. Okay, so even though when we do have the Tower card, it can feel very catastrophic. In the long run, there's certain things that need to be brought down. Or some people might think this, and remember, Scorpio deals with like judgment, and it also deals with revenge. It's very much a karmatic sign, and that's what I'm picking up with this card as well. It could be those things could be played out, definitely. But it could also be a karmatic time too. The second card we have is It's a Yes. Okay. It's a yes. So, we're going from it's a no. Okay. So whatever you believe will happen, it's not going to happen. Then we're saying it's a yes. I'm picking up with this is like, if you are willing to be open to changes that can happen, if we are willing to see like the other side, or if we are I'll say that, even like trying to be more open, it's a yes. But also, it's like, there's some things that we are all working towards, and it definitely can happen too. So I know that might sound a little bit, but you said yes. On one hand, no, that won't happen because we are stuck in that way. And remember, if this card is the Star card, so this is an Aquarius card, very much about the future. But also, I feel that when it says it's a yes, it's like, being open to the fact that there are changes that can come. And then, because some of us may actually be highly psychic, seeing the future. Remember, this card is a Star card. After then, once we try to be a bit more open, or try to see things another side or another point of view, then we can start seeing results. The last card we got actually is a Judgment card. It's listen to your intuition. So again, it's a highly psychic time. That's when it says listen to your intuition, Judgment card. I feel that a lot of us may have maybe like our third eye a bit more open with this new moon. Some of us may be quite scared of what we're seeing and hearing, but especially what we're seeing and what we're picking up. I feel that we have to also be mindful of who we surround ourselves with, because the dark side can definitely come out with a lot of people here. Not only, especially in London, that this country, the weather is getting, the days are getting darker from like 4 o'clock, but also our moods are changing, our emotions are changing. it's getting very hard to get up in the morning because of it's so dark. And so another thing with this card, I will say that we need to learn, be mindful of, and also protecting our energy, because our intuition is going to be more heightened. We're going to be feeling more sensitive. We could also feel quite caged as well. So yeah, listening to our intuition. So guys, that was my words on the new moon in Scorpio and the tarot. And now let's get to the signs. Hi Aries, how are you? So Aries, this new moon in Scorpio is going to be in your 8th house and your 2nd, with Uranus opposing. Now you're traditionally ruled by Mars. You are ruled by Mars. So this will feel very intense for you. Okay, it's the 1st house. So 8th house, yeah, 8th house theme. In fact, everything I said about the Scorpion thing, Aries, is, if you can listen to it, please do, because it will definitely impact you. I spoke a lot about the Scorpion 8th house themes. So yes, this is a brand new beginning for you to be getting your money sorted, paying off any debts, loans, taxes. Money can come through mysterious ways. So if you're like in a bind, if you're like in debt or anything, there could be money that comes through from friends, because Uranus rules your 11th house. There could be money that comes through rich benefactors, or it could be that you might have unexpected bills to pay or unexpected debts. I feel with you, Aries, that a lot of the times you guys are very lucky. Now, if anything happens, like you can something miraculous. It's like you put in a. It's like you're a magician in a way. Like you put a rabbit in the hat, and after money comes out. So this new moon, if things are tight on the money front, and you need that support, your support can come. But also watch out for your finances. Watch out your spending. This is a brand new time to be setting budgets, drawing up, I don't know, spreadsheets, word sheets into how much you're spending. Even that if you get together with your partner and just look at your spending habits and just trying to rein things in. If there are any, not just bills, but if there are any taxes, or if there are, some of you could actually get like a tax rebate. These things can happen. Or, someone who owes you money for years, they can just pay it back to you, or even you could get that. Like you owe this money, you owe that money. If there is any inheritance, there could be like a surprise inheritance that can come up as well, that you probably even know about, which can actually help pay off any debts that you've occurred. Okay, so when we come to your card, you have the 2 of Cups, and 2s are about decisions. Okay, so that might be a big theme. Like you might have to decide whether to take the money from someone, or if you're going to be spending, or if you're going to be, borrowing, or if you're going to be paying off anything. But 2s is also about coming together within a partnership. So if you have any themes that's going on, any drama that's going on here, Aries, it's about speaking to your partner, having open communication, not hiding, not, oh, everything's fine, or just working too hard and then you crash and burn. This card is saying being more open. Open communication is key, because 2 heads are better than 1. Hello, Taurus. How are you? So this is going to be affecting you big time. This is in your 7th house. You got the sun, moon, you got Mars there. Okay, Mars rules your 12th house. This is different to your relationship. So this is the time to come together with your partner to have something brand new to start. Could be time to have date nights, going to restaurants. Iron out any issues you may have. Some of you may be working really hard, that you've ignored troubles or issues, and now this new moon will be bringing these things out into the open. Uranus rules your 10th, so, and with this 7th house action as well, it's like, okay, I need to really concentrate on my job. I need to concentrate on my Because this is the first house thing for you, Taurus. I think a lot of this is to do with your self-worth, but there's a lot of it is to do with your what's the word? A lot of this I feel will be like will benefit you in a way. So if you're one of those Tauruses that hides things or doesn't want to rock the boat, this will show you where weaknesses are and where strengths are. If you're one of those Tauruses that likes to get down to nitty gritty, things will be very passionate. If you are seeking like a new partnership, a new business contract, this could be a brand new time to be doing it. But be mindful because there may be some sabotage along the way. Remember, Uranus, Mars was your 12th, so there could be someone doing some dodginess behind the scenes. But all in all, you're the star of the show because Uranus does rule your 12th, your 10th. So you could be seen in a new light. This is due like status as well. So you may want to change in your status, in your career, but also in your relationship. Okay, so we might see a different Taurus come forth. We might see a more confident Taurus and a Taurus that says what it wants and what it feels. So the card that you have, Taurus, is the High Priestess, which is like, I feel for you, you're coming out of the shadows. There's something that you want to say that you've wanted to say for a long time, something that's been building up within you. Yes, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Obviously, this is a relationship, so it might be very much emotionally. So I feel that any secrets that are hidden, it will come out, like what I said. Any type of sabotage or anyone, or if you're seeking change yourself, this card is saying it's going to come out to the open. You'll greatly benefit from it. Not being afraid to show emotion and tears, Taurus, with what I'm picking up. Changes are coming within the relationship front and career front, but also with yourself physically. You're peeling off a new layer, Taurus. And now's that time to be showing that new layer, okay? Hello, Gemini. How are you? So, Gemini. This is in your 6th house, okay? Which is a house of your health, wellness. It's also the house of your work life, okay? And this is an intense time because, we have a full moon which is going into your sign, and we've got that 12th and 6th house action going on. So before all this happens, especially when the new moon in Sagittarius opposes you, it's time to really, time to sort some stuff out, not leaving things unturned. It's time to sort out your health, sort out your wellness, sort out I was going to say your flat. It could be your flat, but sort out your life, yeah? Not leaving things undone. Because the fact that we have Mars and the moon involved, this is bringing intensity. This is like go time. This is like, some of you actually may even think, you know what, I'm fed up with all this piling up stuff. This needs to be sorted out now, Because it could be hurting a lot of you lot's heads. It's just giving, I'm picking up some of you may just have a bit of a headache because there's so much work to be done, but there's pleasures that you want and it's just not happening, okay? Especially if Uranus being your 12th, it's just I feel that some of you actually do want peace, but you're not getting it because you've got a lot of work, not even just work to be doing, you've got a lot of responsibilities. Some of you may be taking care of people, but also I feel some of you also want a peace of mind. So I'm picking up a lot of you reading more, probably reading about healing yourself, helping yourself, getting more organized. For some of you may be seeking a guru, seeking a mentor, someone that can, it could even be some of you even seeking out obviously if you can afford it, a personal assistant, could be a personal trainer as well, because we're talking about mind, body and soul connection happening. I feel that some of you may be seeking people that can help you in some way, just to get things more organized, to heal yourself, your mind, body, and soul, and just make things a lot less chaos. The card that you have is the Ace of Swords. Beautiful card for you, because aces are about brand new beginnings. Like your mind, I feel that there may be a lot going on because this is a busy time. Remember, it comes to Christmas and everything, and and I feel that some of you are like, okay, let me just do this now. Let me just clear my space, clear my aura, clear my head, get myself on point, sort out my pet. I'm just picking up. Let me just do all of this, okay? Because I seek peace. I seek. It could be happiness. Your mind. You want your mind a bit more fresh. You want, in order for you to get where you need to get to, something needs to be done. And this card is saying that there's people that will help you. You just have to not think you can do it by yourself, not be trying to be too controlling. There are people that can help you. So it's a very busy, action-packed and intense time for a lot of you Geminis. But like what I said, this Ace of Cards is saying there are people that can help you. Okay. Hello, my Cancer. How are you? So, Cancer, this new moon is in your 5th house. Great house to have, because, you know, there's a lot of 5th house. You've got the moon, you've got the sun. You've also got, even the energy, yes. You got a lot of energy in your 5th house, which is about your creativity, children, how you look, how you dress, fitness, working for yourself as well, gambling. And it's a great time. You know, the opposition to Uranus in your 11th can bring some drama, but it can also bring some intensity, because I feel some of you Cancers, you know, every year we visit this. The last time we visited your 5th house was when we had the lunar eclipse in Scorpio 6 months ago. And I'm sure a lot of you Cancers' lives changed then, yes? But now we're sort of like revisiting something brand new for you. So, yeah, this is a great time to be, in a way, wishing on a star. Like, if there's some things that you got 6 months ago, it's like wishing that things just go fine, that nothing crazy happened. But also, if there's something that you wanted then and you got it, I feel a lot of you Cancers are knowing that you're very powerful. So what you're writing, what you're creating, it can come true. You just have to constantly try and believe in it. This is the 5th house, and this is like, go for it. This is a very passionate house. This is a very creative house. It's also a house of, you know, going there. And also, you know, you've got the opposition to it. So it might be your friends that could be feeling a bit left out, because, you know, there's a newness, there's a brand new different type of Cancer coming through. I feel some of your friends could feel left out because, you know, you're just different. You're probably more creative, more fun, more confident. You know what you want. You're seeking something as well. And also, you know, I feel a lot of you are meeting new people. This is a great time to be meeting new friends, aligning yourself with different groups and associations. Okay, but bear in mind, some of this may be intense. Some people may get very obsessive, you Cancer, but they could be very, oh, I want to know more about you, and it might be, whoa, I just met you. Just let's just calm down, okay? Let's just, you know. But a lot of that could be happening, okay? The card you got is the Wheel of Fortune, so changes are coming. And it's like what I said in the beginning. Whatever changes that transpire here, it's meant to be. Even if even me myself don't like change too much, I know deep down it was meant to be. This card is saying that, again, like what I said, goals are changing, new friends are coming. Even you yourself, Cancer. If there's anything you are worried about when it concerns your creativity, your finances, this card is showing you, you know, change will come, good or bad. Just be mindful. Listen to your intuition. Whenever we see like the Wheel of Fortune, it's actually very much an ambiguous card. So yeah, it's very much, every time I look at it, it's very, very ambiguous. But I feel that good things are coming, Cancer. Yeah. And even if some things are not that great now, know that good things will come in. Remember, this is going to last for 6 months. So we have the new moon, the full moon in Scorpio. What happened then in November 2023, until now? So yeah, I feel a lot of you are definitely still wishing on a star, knowing that, okay, I wish for this and it's happened. Now I got to wish on something else. Now that I know that my goals, dreams, and friendships are changing, because they will change. Hello, Leo. How are you? So, Leo, you're going to be feeling this big time, especially if you're 20. It's like the last degrees of Leo. Big, big, big time. Leo, this is in your 4th house, okay? This can feel quite tough for some Leos. Remember, this is general, but this can feel quite tough for some Leos because you've got Mars there, which actually rules your 9th. And you've got Uranus there, opposing Uranus, which is your 10th house. And what this can bring for some Leos is like battle, power struggles, battle of the wills at home. It could be with children, it could be your partner, it could be with your neighbors, it could be you, because your career could be, your career could be actually, could have taken off. And then, you come home and it's chaos. Or, you don't like your job. And then, you're at home and you just want to stay home, but also there's stuff to do as well. So it can be very much an intense time. If any of you Leos want to, let's say, whenever I think of home, I think of, especially if it's a new beginning, I think of decorating, I think of cooking, I think of, being with family. But when we have like Mars there, it can bring discord, it can bring battles, it can bring controlling issues, it can bring people just wanting to, it can just bring so much chaos, okay? And I would say to some of you Leos, just take a deep breath. Deep breaths are very prevalent now. If any of you have got teenagers and if you've got young kids, this can be showing up as well. But also, let's not forget, your career is involved here too. So, your boss may ask you to put in a bit more work, and it can cause a bit, and if your family life is actually great, this can cause some drama with, I need to go bed early, so you guys need to go bed early, and, I need to be on point. Some of you may be looking or seeking to have a promotion, but then there's something that happens within the family that's out of your hands. It just feels like things are just like there's a round and round circle that's going on. But again, this is a brand new beginning for you to be setting intentions and also probably boundaries within your relationship, business and personal. If you're in a relationship, again, this is a brand new beginning to be talking about stuff. Like some of you may be thinking, your partner needs to help more in the house because you might be doing it all. I feel that this is about being more open and not skating around the issue. Okay, the card you've got is the Fool, which is a brand new beginning. Okay, there's certain things that's going to be happening, Leos, within this new moon that is just out of your control. You may want to be holding on to control to certain things, and this Fool is just like, no, what I said in the beginning. I think all the fixed signs, try and listen to what I said in the beginning, because this is going to really greatly impact you. But yes, some of you may be wanting to go your own way at home. Like, I just want to spend more time by myself, or like, I don't know, in a caravan or in a hotel, just to get away from all the chaos here. Or you may be thinking that at work. But regardless, Something brand new is going to happen. Yes, it could be shocking. It could be sudden. But it also could be very liberating. Okay? So, yes, big things are happening for you, Leo. Hello, Virgo. How are you? So, this new moon is greatly going to be trining you. This is not trining you, sextiling you. Sorry. This is in your third house. And you have Uranus opposition in your ninth. So, and a lot of energies in your third, okay? So, Mars rules not just your third, but it also rules your eighth. So, I feel that how you're communicating now, Virgo, is a brand new beginning to be setting intentions into doing anything to do with social media. If you want to write, maybe if you want to sing, if you want to get your voice out there, if you want to be heard, if you want to be studying, if you want to be a mentor, if you want to, show people, teach people in any type of way, this is the new moon to be doing it. Because now, Virgos, a lot of you are in your prime. With this new moon, it brings like powerful, in terms of what you're saying, it's very impactful, it's very powerful, it pulls a punch. I also see with a lot of you Virgos that whatever you're writing and speaking, whatever you're teaching, whatever you're putting on paper, even in social media, it's going to be drawing a lot of people in. If you're seeking like a new career, this is a brand new moon to be doing it, okay? And obviously this can change your finances big time. It can change you and your partner's finances as well. But you might just want to be doing this for a side hustle. It could be you just doing like part-time blogging and vlogging, and it just brings in some money that you never even expected. Because sometimes obviously when we do things, we do it for the love of it. And when we do get paid or people pay attention, that is like obviously the benefit, especially if you're getting paid, it's a benefit. But we have to love it, I also see, this is the third house, be mindful how you're speaking to people, because you can come across as quite condescending, sarcastic, quite cutting to your neighbors, your siblings. But in another way, it's great to be doing short distance travel. You may want to get away from it all. You may want to just be around other people, like other folks, okay? So yeah, it's actually quite action-packed for a lot of you Virgos. The card you got is a Two of Wands. Someone else got a two. I think it was Aries, actually. So this is decision time. But even though it's like, oh, should I stay, should I go? This is very much a creative card. It's an action-packed card. It's about fire, energy. Sometimes, Virgos, you may be in two minds about stuff. About, should I do this, should I do it? I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. This card is showing you're going to be on the right track. Some of you could also have two opportunities that come through. Very much, it doesn't. I feel it. One of it could be creative. One of it could be very to do with like philosophy and law. And I feel some of you may need to make a choice. It's actually great if you can combine the two, okay? And put in, because remember, you're a sign that likes to learn. You're very much about self-learning. So I feel that whatever decisions you have to make, whatever projects you're juggling, it can be combined as two, and it could be very profitable for you. So it's a very, very busy new moon for you, Virgo. Hello Libra, welcome to your new moon in Scorpio. So there's a lot of action and energy in your second house of, money, how you earn money, your self-worth, a Taurus house. You've got the sun, you've got the moon, you've got the Mars there. So obviously this new moon can see a lot of you a bit more driven into earning and investing. It could be property, it could be agriculture, you could be investing in yourself. But essentially, this is about, your earning. I said earning. It's essentially, it is about how you view your self-worth. This is about your confidence. And, you know, the second house can bring greed. So that's something to be really mindful of, Libra. Because, you know, you got Uranus in your 8th, and obviously your finances could be a bit up and down. Some of you have made money, gotten money. Some of you may have overspent. Some of you may have gotten into a lot of debt. And this new moon can really highlight it. Like, you may decide that you want to just, you know, pay off any like debts or loans and take things a bit more seriously. If you're one of those ultra generous Librans and you have overspent, this new moon will highlight this. So it's great to be taking the money situation a bit more seriously, especially if you need to pay off anything or if someone owes you. Some of you could actually be lucky that you come into money as well. It's always good, and you may decide, okay, I've gotten this money, so this is what I'm going to invest in. So it's a brand new time to be doing that. The card you have is the Nine of Pentacles. And, you know, nines are about endings. But it's also about being fulfilled as well. So for some of you Libras, there are changes on the finance front. And it's like an ending or a conclusion to overspending, or just spending on frivolous things, spending on junk, or spending on rich stuff. And some of you are taking things a lot more seriously now, and this Nine of Pentacles is showing that some of you maybe will be content with any type of action you're taking. 8th house is also to do with any fears that you may have, that you haven't got enough, or something's taking too long. Could be a loan, or it could be something to do with the government. It could also be I'm thinking like remortgage for some of you for some reason. That could be a thing. But also some of you could also be could be something to do with inheritance as well. It could be taking too long. But the Nine of Cups is saying that things will work out in the end. Just try to keep on the straight and narrow when it comes to your finances. Now is not really the time to be very careless with it. Okay? Hello, Scorpio. How are you? So, Scorpio, this new moon is in your sign. I mean, how are you feeling, Scorpio? You know, the last time we spoke about moons, lunar moons, the last time was like 6 months ago, where we had a lunar eclipse in your sign. And obviously there was some life-changing stuff that happened there, wasn't it? So now we have and there was some stuff that you let go of. There was some stuff that you were, especially things that were buried, Scorpio. It was, you know, there's a lot of themes and energies that came to the surface for you to deal with. And because you're about money, like Taurus, you know, we're coming to like we came to like an end of a cycle in May, and we are now starting to build a new one. The next time we're going to see eclipses in you and Taurus's house is in 9 years' time. So I feel for some of you Scorpions, it was about time to be honest, making it work. Yes, you're fixed, you're stubborn, but I feel some of you really transformed yourself. Like, if I continue to like do this or think like this, it can actually destroy me. So I feel a lot of you really transformed, like a fresh skin. It's like a snake peeling off like these type of layers. And I feel like there's some life-changing things that happened 6 months ago for a lot of you as well. Could have been some of you got married, some of you started a new job, promoted, again, or demoted, moved to another country. Some of you may have had children. Some of you, yeah, there's a lot. I feel there's a lot of like changes that happen. Some of you may have paid off debts or came into money, inheritance. Some of you may have gotten a loan, lost a loan, all these things. Okay. Even you dealing with like any type of fears or worries or any negative emotions that you had. You know, some of you actually worked with it and cleared your space. And now, if you've been working through it from May till now, it's a brand new beginning. Like you are now revived, you are now fresh. This new moon is saying you got the sun, moon, Mercury, Mars in your sign. If any of you are looking for any type of like deeper transformation, this new moon will bring this. Mars, was traditionally ruled by Mars, so I feel that there's a lot of energy within the body, a lot of movement within the body, doing some spiritual work. This is a great time to be doing, and also because of the opposite to Uranus in your relationships, this is like a brand new revival, a brand new time for you to, you know, work on your relationship with yourself. But if you are in a long term, there could be a brand new time. It could be renewing vows. Some of you could break up. Some of you could actually make up. Some of you could come into a new business contract with and have a new partnership. Okay, because next year we're gonna go into a full moon in your sign, and it's like, what have you done 6 months ago? Okay, so it's a lot for you. I feel a lot for a lot of you Scorpions to be doing, because you know the card you have is the Emperor. And this is the Aries card. And you and Aries, you know, you in conjunct each other. You're very similar because of the Mars, but you're not the same. And this card is just telling me like it's sort of like go time. Like, you know, even though this card is about not taking any crap from anyone, it's about entrepreneurial spirit, pioneering. I do feel for most of you that it is more like you are starting fresh, but you've risen up to the challenge, and now there's a brand new you that's coming, because you know I feel a lot of you have been through a lot, and the Emperor is saying, you know, you can now stand in your truth, you can now speak your truth, you have like permission to like go forth and not look back. Okay, and even if you do look back, know how far you've come, because there's nothing wrong with looking at the past. It's how we learn from it. Okay, so yeah, strong message from the Emperor. Hello Sagittarius, how are you? So welcome to your new moon in Scorpio, and this is in your 12th house, and you've got energies in your 6th. So a lot of energies in your 12th. You've got the sun, moon, Mars there. And again, Saggies, we go through this every year, but we still also, Sagittarius, have to remember, especially if you've got a lot of energies in your 12th, that this is not the time to be taking it, going gung-ho. This is not the time. This is the time to be really resting, listening to our body. Not to say you can't move. If there's things that you need to do, Saggies, by all means do it. But if we push ourselves, the energy is just not going to be here. This is a great moon for setting new intentions for any spiritual work. Working on yourself, taking it slow, giving yourself permission to have naps. If you're lucky to work from home, which will be the future thing anyway, you may want to be taking your naps, or even like going for a nice stroll. Some of you may find it hard, but you know, being by yourself is key here as well, because this will actually revive your energy. Or even if you are around with a group of people, just having that time to be by yourself, so you can just like regroup. This is a great new moon to be doing spiritual practices like praying, meditation. Also listening to your dreams. Some of your dreams could be a bit more frantic as well because of the Mars energy. You know, Mars also rules your 5th house. So I would say that for some of you Saggies, that if you are feeling like not unavailable, but just a bit stuck, this is great to be doing some type of creative work behind the scenes. Something that's a passion project, something that you've either put off or you're not really thought about, and now maybe the time for you to actually do it. Okay? Especially because Mars is rule your fifth. So yeah, it can be very productive for some of you, but just really listen to your energy, because yeah, it's just going to be very high and low. Okay? The card you got is the Three of Swords, and it's quite a harsh card. The 12th house, and you got the 6th house action as well, which is about health, and what you got a health and wellness action going on. Really taking care of your health, mental, spiritual, and emotional, because whenever we have like a lot of energies in the 12th, the past can rear its ugly head. It can be a past relationship, a past heartbreak. It could be because we're edging into your sign. Whenever November, December comes, for some reason, Sagittarius energy and Capricorn, we tend to have the past come up. It's just always been like that. I couldn't tell you why, but it's just always been like that. So you might bump into a lot of people, and there may be conversations that are quite heartfelt or hurtful. Okay, that's what this card is saying, and it could be 3 people. So that's one of the reasons why it's really great to do some protective work, using essential oils and having like nice baths, just to help ground yourself. But yeah, this card is telling me about very much protecting yourself as well from like any negative energy, because that could easily be brought up. Okay. Hello Capricorn, how are you? Welcome to your new moon in Scorpio, which is going to be sextiling you. If you are 0 to 5 degrees, you will definitely benefit from this. This is in your 11th house. Lots of energy here. You've got the sun, moon, Mars. You also got the opposition to your 5th house. So you and Cancer having like sort of similar themes going on. This is great times, Capricorns, because if all of you Capricorns have worked so hard, and I don't doubt you haven't, worked so hard in whether getting your career off the ground, or whether you've had a new addition to the family, or whether you have just gotten married, or anything that requires hard work, this is a time to be really chilling, having fun with your friends, okay? Or working on your own personal goals with people that you can align yourself with. Some of you Capricorns have given your all to everyone. Yeah, I'm giving your all away, and there's not been much time to yourself, and this new moon is showing you, what about you? What about what you want? What about what you like? Where are your goals? Who are your real friends? Brand new time for setting intentions to have. If one of those lonely Capricorns, you may want to get out and about and mingle, or setting intentions to have like nice. It could be nicer people, but it could also be just people that understand you, more loyal people, sensitive people. They're probably quite Piscean, but yeah, I'm picking up some of you may want to have like be associated with, not necessarily, it could be a new group, but also you just wanting new people in your life. And this new moon could bring it. It really can. And with new people brings new goals. If you're working on something outdated, this new moon will show you, and the people in your life will show you, wait a minute, you've got more to offer. Okay, and yes, it's all the opposition to your 5th. It's always great to have fun, but that might have to take a bit of a backseat, because there's nothing wrong with having fun, but I feel that some of you are a bit more serious in how your future is going to be, so you may not want to have too much fun. Even like your kids may be quite, if you've got kids, they might be very demanding. So you're going to have to sort of set boundaries with that as well. And some people might feel, oh, you know, you're not as fun as you used to be. It's just like, I am, but at the moment, this is what I want to be doing. I am going out for drinks, but let's talk about this as well. Okay. So the card you've got is a Page of Pentacles, and it's a bit of a youthful energy. You know, I feel that a lot of you are, this is the time where I feel some of you may be, well, I feel some of you are networking. You could be networking with people that are a bit younger than you, networking with people that are creative, networking with people that can help you in some way. It could be from a different creed, different culture, because it's 11th house action. But also, you yourself could feel a little bit more youthful. It feels like money could come quite easy to some of you as well. If you are, especially if you're very creative and you're looking to get gains in any way, there can be money not only to be gained, but also to be made. So look out for that as well, Capricorn, okay? Hello, Aquarius. How are you? So, Aquarius, this new moon is in your 10th house. You got a lot of action there. This is about your status. Okay, there's a lot of changes that's going to be going on. Any of you Aquarians who actually feel bored, uninspired, just bored of the whole mundane stuff, this new moon will bring you a brand new time for your career. This is not just your career, it's also about promotions, your general status, marriage, family, kids. You know, you've got Mars there, and Mars rules your third. So you can see a lot more Aquarians be a bit more vocal in what they want. You know, it's about yourself, you know, your self-worth. Like, you know what? I've been working hard. I feel that I need to be, I was going to say demoted. It could be that way. That I know my worth, and if I don't get this job, I'm going to go somewhere else. Yeah. A lot of ultimatums could be going on here, Aquarius. And some of you may even get what you want. Even though this does square you, especially if you are early degrees Aquarius, if you're 0 to 5 degrees, this is going to be very impactful to you. You got the opposition to your 4th with Uranus there. So of course there can be some troubles at home, or there's the family dynamics may be turned upside down, which may be leaving you a little bit confused about what's happening. You know, you're ruled by Uranus, so you know it's like chaos. There could be a lot of chaos at home. Like you need to fix things, you need to decorate. You know, the family dynamics are just off, or you need to move and nothing's been done, or renovations. And I feel that work life will actually help you in a way, just to keep things a little bit more balanced, a little bit more sane in a strange way. So yeah, there's a lot to do, a lot to think about, but I will say that it's about trying to find balance within the home and work structure. I feel some of you may be putting a lot more effort into your work because of the home situation, but essentially the home situation is calling you forth. When we come to your card, you've got the Hangman, which is about suspension in the past and the future. A lot of confusion. It's the Neptune card. So everything I said, I feel some of you actually could be very, very confused. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to do nothing. Or I don't know what to do. I'm just going to just concentrate on this. I'm going to concentrate more on my career and my goals because, you know, they don't understand me at home. You know, the children are annoying, or my partner's annoying me, or I know that the house is falling apart, but you know what? I'm bringing in the money. You know, your focus is very much there. But, you know, the Hangman is, I feel a Hangman is helping a lot of you to just be a bit more still and to try to figure out ways in which you can work around the situation. Because, you know, as we all know, home is where the heart is. If things are chaotic at home, how are we going to be able to succeed in our career? Okay. Some of you actually also may be a little bit confused about your career direction as well. So this new moon might bring and also highlight brand new beginnings there if you're not really sure. I feel that a lot of you definitely need to listen to your intuition, because you are, even though you're a mental sign, you are Uranus, which is about forward thinking. So there may be some action that's happening in your future. So if you just stay still and see, you will start knowing the answers, okay? There's a busy new moon for you, Aquarius. Hello, my Pisces. How are you? So, Pisces, this new moon is happening in your ninth house. So much energy there, especially the sun, moon, Mars there. Mars is ruled by your second house, and you got opposition to your third. Uranus also rules your 12th. So I feel for a lot of you Pisces, if you, seriously now Pisces, if you're really and truly thinking about, because maybe like 6 months ago you thought of, actually, I'm going to study this, I'm going to study that, and you didn't, this might be the new moon to do it. If you are early degrees, like 0 to 5 degrees, it's going to trine you. And all the Pisces are going to feel this, but I feel, even like it's my favorite word, another one, it's like really go time. If you're at home, just chilling a lot, pick up that book, or pick up that course of study, or learn that language. This is, Mars is giving you that sort of drive. And you just never know, whatever you start learning with this new moon, it can actually help you, your finances in a strong way. You got you got the Saturn in your sign. You got the eclipses in your house sign. And I feel that if you are wanting to improve yourself, this new moon will give it, especially with Mars ruling your second as well. It's like, if you learn new language, you never know, you might get a job and it goes, oh, can anyone understand Spanish or conversational Italian, and you're like, actually, I'm actually learning it. Oh, I don't actually speak it fluently, but I understand some things, and that might be, oh, that's just good. That's better than nothing, So it's just like, your intuition, I feel, is very strong. And especially the moon there, the Mars there, Mars ruling your ninth is giving you that drive to sort of better yourself. If you're meditating, continue to do that. If you are reading up on spiritual books or thinking about doing it, this is a great time to be doing it. If you're thinking to go back to college, learn, improve yourself, this is the new moon to do it, okay? It feels like there's a lot that you can do. It's really and truly up to you, Pisces. The card you got is a Seven of Cups, which is actually a very confusing card. This card is showing you that there's loads, not only that you can do, but there's loads of opportunities presented to you. You may want to do it all, but then it's like, but do you need it? Do you actually need it? Listen to your emotion, listen to your heart. Saturn has gone direct as I speak. So it can actually help with this new moon, because it's like, it can be sort of like pushing you forward into like your heart's desire. Again, this card is about, also is a confusion card, but it's also a card that, some things are not what they seem. So even if certain things are being presented to you, Pisces, is it what you really want? Okay, so there's a lot of questions that's coming up for you during this new moon, okay? And with that being said, guys, that is the new moon in Scorpio for all of the signs. Thank you so much for listening. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for the viewing. And also, thank you for viewing my videos. Thank you for your comments. And thank you, guys, just for listening. I very much appreciate it. And I will speak to you all very soon. Take care. Bye.